ICC 2011 Bio. The mineral element essential for the clotting of blood, calcium. The cells of the testes that produce male hormones, interstitial cells. The nutritive layer of the eye, which also prevents reflection of light, choroid. The structural and functional unit of kidney, nephron, that part of the chloroplast where the light reaction of the photosynthesis take place, grana. Next, state the main function of the following. Yellow spot is the layer area of best vision, as it has yellow spot is the area of best vision as it has maximum number of cone cells and perceives image in the best manner. Next question. The cells of testes that produce male hormones. The cell of testes that produce male hormones in interstitial cells. The main function of the following. Yellow spot is the area of best vision as it has maximum number of cone cells and perceives image in the best manner. Next, coronary artery function supplies oxygenated blood to the walls of the heart. Medulla oblongata controls involuntary activities of the body. Next, thrombocytes helps in blood clotting by producing thromboplastio. Next, vitreous humor, jelly-like substance giving round shape to eyeball. Next, copy and complete the following by filling in the blanks 1 to 5 with appropriate words or terms or phrases. To test the leaf for starch, the leaf is boiled in water to kill the cells. It is next boiled in methylated spirit to remove chlorophyll. The leaf is placed in warm water to soften it. Then it is placed in a dish and dash solution, iodine solution is added. The region which contains starch turns um, blue black, and the region which does not contain starch turns brown. Next, give the exact location of mm, hydatodes on the margin of leaves of some plants. Next, organ of Corti in the endolymph present in the middle canal of cochlea. Next, mitral valve between left auricle and left ventricle. Pituitary gland at the base of midbrain. Amnion around the embryo in the uterus. Next, state whether the following statements are true or false. If false, rewrite the correct form of statement by changing the first or last word only. Lysosomes is a part of the cell in which chromosomes are present. False. Nucleus is the part of the cell in which chromosomes are present. Next, I am reading the correct statements, not the wrong ones. Dash carries urine from kidney to urinary bladder, ureter. Dash is the organelle of the cell that initiates cell division. Centrosome is the organelle of the cell that initiates cell division. Ureter carries urine from kidney to urinary bladder. Nucleus is the part of the cell in which chromosomes are present. Implantation is the process of fixing of the zygote to the uterine wall. Penicillin obtained from Penicillium notatum is an antibiotic. Vaccine is given to build up immunity against polio. Salk's vaccine is given to build up immunity against polio. Phenotype is the observable characteristic which is genetically controlled. Wooden doors swell up in rainy season due to imbibition. The blood vessel that begins and ends in capillaries is the hepatic portal system. Plasmolysis is the phenomena of contraction of the cytoplasm from the cell wall. Next, Study the following diagram carefully and answer the questions that follow. Name the cell labeled 1, red blood cells. Identify the phenomena occurring in A, diapedesis. Mention two structural difference between 1 and 2. Biconcave in shape are nucleus present, are toothed amoeboid in shape, nucleus, sorry, biconcave in shape, nucleus absent. Number 1 here. Amoeboid in shape, nucleus is present. Number 2. Next, question number 4. Name the process occurring in B and C and state the importance of the process in the human body. Phagocytosis process. By this process, WBC engulfs the disease causing germs that enter the body and thus defend our body. Next, match the terms in column 1 with which it is more appropriate in column 2. Pacemaker, SA node. Stroma, site of light reaction. Afferent nerve transmits impulses from receptor organ to spinal cord. Prolactin stimulates production of milk by the mammary gland. Sacuoles associated with static body balance. Next, study the diagram given below and answer the questions that follow. Name the region in the kidney where the above structure is present. Cortex. Name the parts labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. Afferent arteriole, glomerulus, Bowman's capsule, efferent arteriole. Next, name the stages involved in the formation of urine: ultrafiltration, selective reabsorption, tubular secretion. Next, what is the technical term given to the process occurring in 2 and 3? Briefly describe the process. Ultrafiltration is the process. Blood rich in nitrogenous waste and excess water enters Bowman's capsule through a wider afferent arteriole, then splits into fine capillaries called glomerulus, due to which a hydrostatic pressure is created. This pressure leads to filtration of water with nitrogenous wastes. Next, give reason for the following. Photosynthesis is considered as a process supporting all life on earth. Photosynthesis process leads to release of oxygen, which is essential for all life on earth. It also produces food for all heterotrophs. Next, a matured mammalian erythrocyte lacks nucleus and mitochondria. Lack of nucleus helps in having a more surface area for the absorption and transport of oxygen. Lack of mitochondria helps in the way that an RBC would not consume any oxygen that it is transporting. Next, potato cubes when placed in water become firm and increase in size. Water in a hypotonic medium, so in water is a hypotonic medium, so endosmosis occurs, due to which water enters into potato cells, making them firm and large in size, that is making them turgid. Next question. Urine is slightly thicker in summer than in winter. In summer, body loses large amount of water by perspiration or direct evaporation. So blood in order to maintain its osmotic concentration reabsorbs large amount of water from the tubules of nephron, due to which there is less water left to be released as urine. So urine becomes thicker, whereas in winter there is less reabsorption, so thin urine is passed. Next, urine is slightly thicker in summer than in winter. In hilly areas, where people in summer body loses large amount of water by perspiration or direct evaporation. So blood, in order to maintain its osmotic concentration, it absorbs large amount of water from the tubules or nephron, due to which there is less water left to be released as urine. So urine becomes thicker, whereas in winter there is less reabsorption. So urine is passed. So thin urine is passed. Next, people living in hilly regions usually suffer from simple goiter. In hilly areas where there is scarcity of iodine in the soil, and in their diet, deficiency of iodine leads to simple goiter. Next, study the diagram given below and answer the questions that follow. গ্লুকাগন একদিকে লিভার একদিকে প্যাঙ্ক্রিয়াস নিচে ইনসুলিন একটা সেই 1 2 3 4 5 একটা পেন্টাগনের মতো এঁকেছে, ওপরটায় গ্লুকাগন, তারপরেই লিভার, তারপরেই নিচটাতে ওপরে গ্লুকাগন নিচে ইউরিন, একদিকে লিভার একদিকে প্যাঙ্ক্রিয়াস। নেম দ্য সেলস অফ দ্য প্যাঙ্ক্রিয়াস দ্যাট প্রডিউস 1 glucagon 2 insulin, glucagon produced in alpha cells of pancreas, insulin produced in beta cells of pancreas. State the main function of glucagon and insulin. Glucagon helps to convert glycogen to glucose when blood glucose level falls. Insulin helps to convert excess glucose to glycogen when there is higher level of glucose in blood. Next, why is the pancreas referred to as an endocrine gland? It is both exocrine as well as endocrine gland. As exocrine, it secretes pancreatic juice containing digestive enzymes and pour them into duodenum part of intestine through pancreatic duct. As endocrine, it secretes hormones like insulin, glucagon, and somatostatin and pour them directly into the blood. Next, why is insulin not given orally but is injected into the blood? Insulin is a protein by composition, so if it is given orally, it will get digested in the stomach and will not be able to perform its function. Next, question number 5. What is the technical term for the cells of the pancreas that produce endocrine hormones? Islet of Langerhans. Next, where in the body is pancreas located? In the abdomen, in the loop of small intestine close to duodenum part of small intestine. Okay, where in the body is the pancreas located? In the abdomen, in the loop of small intestine close to duodenum part of small intestine. কেমন যে answer. Next, what reference to the with reference to the function of the eye, answer the questions that follow. What is meant by power of accommodation of eye? Um, the alteration in thickness of lens that enables alteration in thickness of lens that enables us to see objects at varying distances is called accommodation. Next, what is the shape of lens during near vision and distant vision? During near vision, the shape of the lens is more convex or rounded. During distant vision, the shape of the lens is less convex or flat. Next, name the two structures in the eye responsible for bringing about the change in the shape of lens. Ciliary muscles and suspensory ligament. Name the cells of the retina and their respective pigments which get activated in dark and in light. In dark, the cells are rods. In pigment is rhodopsin. Rhodopsin. The cells are rods in pigment and pigment is rhodopsin. In the light, the cells are cones. The pigment is iodopsin. Next, the diagram alongside represents circulation in human body. Answer the questions that follow. Name the blood vessels labeled 1, 3, 6, 7. 1 pulmonary vein, 3 hepatic portal vein, 6 is hepatic vein, 7 is posterior vena cava. Next, name the blood vessel that supplies the walls of heart with oxygen. Coronary artery. Draw a neat labeled diagram of the blood vessels number 2 as seen in cross section. এইটা একটা পুরো ছবি এঁকেছে লিউমেন টুনিকা ইন্টারনা টুনিকা এক্সটার্না one structural difference draw a neat label diagram of blood vessel number 2 মানে next question number 4 mention one structural difference between blood vessels number 4 and 5 4 হচ্ছে renal artery 5 is renal vein for renal artery thick muscular wall narrow lumen valves absent, thick muscular wall, renal artery te thick muscular, renal artery, thick muscular wall, narrow lumen valves absent, renal vein a thin muscular wall, wide lumen valves present, renal vein, thin muscular wall, wide lumen valves present. Next, give a technical term for the structure found in the inner ear, membranous labyrinth. Name the uh, three small bones present in the middle ear. What is the biological term for them collectively? Hammer, anvil, and stirrup. Name the part of the ear associated with static balance, hearing, and dynamic balance. Came hammer, anvil, stirrup, malleus, inca steps, collectively called ear ossicles. এবার কি বললো? Name the three small bones present in the middle ear. What is the biological term for them collectively? Hammer, anvil, stirrup বা malleus, inca steps, collectively called ear ossicles. Next, name the nerve which transmits. Name the part of the ear associated with static balance, hearing, and dynamic balance. Static balance, utriculus and sacculus. Hearing, cochlea. Dynamic balance, semicircular canals. Next, so static balance, utriculus, sacculus, hearing, cochlea, dynamic balance, semicircular canals. Next question. Name the part of the ear associated with static balance, hearing, dynamic balance. Static balance, utriculus, sacculus, hearing, cochlea, dynamic balance, semicircular canals. Next, name the nerve which transmits messages from ear to brain, auditory nerve. Next question. The diagram below represents two reproductive cells, A and B. Study and the same and answer the questions that follow. Identify the reproductive cells A and B. A is ovum, B is sperm. Next, name the specific part of the reproductive system where the above cells are produced. Ovum is produced from the germinal layers in the ovary. Sperm is produced from seminiferous tubules in the testes. Next, where is the female reproductive system to this cell is unite? In the fallopian tube. Name the main hormone secreted by ovary and testes. Hormone by ovary, estrogen and progesterone. Hormone by testes, testosterone. Name the accessory gland found in the male reproductive system and state the function of its secretion. Seminal vesicle. Accessory gland found in the male reproductive system, seminal vesicle, and state the function of its secretion. Secretes seminal fluid. It contains fructose, which gives energy to the sperm. Given below the diagram represents a layer of epidermal cells showing a fully grown root hair. Study the diagram and answer the questions that follow. Name the parts labeled A, B, C, and D. Cell wall of root hair, cell membrane of root hair, cytoplasm, nucleus. A, B, C, D. A is cell wall of root hair, B is cell membrane of root hair, C cytoplasm, D is nucleus. Next, Next question. The diagram below represents two reproductive cells A and B. Identify the reproductive cell A and B. This has already been done, but still. A is cell wall of the root hair. No, no. Sorry, A is ovum, B is sperm. Ovum is produced from the germinal layers in the ovary. Sperm is produced from seminiferous tubules in the testes. Where is the female reproductive system to these cells unite? In the fallopian tube. Name the main hormone secreted by ovary and testes. Hormone secreted by ovary is estrogen and progesterone. Hormone secreted by testes is testosterone. Name an accessory gland found in the male reproductive system and state the function of its secretion. Accessory gland found in the male reproductive system is seminal vesicle, secretes seminal fluid. It contains fructose, which gives energy to the sperm. Next, the diagram below represents a layer of epidermal cells showing a fully grown root hair. Study the diagram and answer the questions that follow. A, B, C, D. Four parts have been labeled. A is cell wall of root hair. B is cell membrane of root hair. C is cytoplasm, and D is nucleus. The root hair cell is in a target state. Name and explain the process that caused this state. The soil medium is um, hypotonic, so endosmosis occurs due to which the root hair cell turns target. The soil medium is hypotonic, so endosmosis occurs due to which the root hair cell turns target. Next. The root hair cell is in a target state. Name and explain the process that caused this state. The soil medium is hypotonic, so endosmosis occurred due to which the root hair cell turns target. Next question. Mention one distinct difference between the parts labeled A and B. A is cell wall, it is freely permeable. B is cell membrane, it is semi permeable. Next. Draw a diagram of the above root hair cell as it would appear when a concentrated solution of fertilizers is added near it. The diagram below represents a stage during cell division. Study and name and then answer the questions that follow. Name the parts level 1, 2, and 3. Centriole, spindle fiber, and chromatids. Identify the above stage and give a reason to support your answer. Anaphase, because the chromatids have split and are getting pulled towards the opposite poles. Because the chromatids have anaphase, identify the above stage and give a reason to support your answer. The stage is anaphase because the chromatids have split and are getting pulled towards the opposite poles. Next, mention where in the body this type of cell division occurs in the somatic cells. Name the stage prior to this stage and draw a diagram to represent the shape. Prior to this stage is metaphase and diagram has been represented as star, chromatids, centromere, spindle fibers. As star, chromatids, centromere, spindle fibers. Next, study the diagram given below and answer the questions that follow. Name the process being studied in the above statement. Experiment, transpiration. Explain the process mentioned in the mentioned above. Transpiration is the process of loss of water in the form of vapor from the aerial parts of the plant. Why is oil placed over water? Oil placed over water to prevent direct evaporation of water. Why do we observe with regard to the level of water when this setup is placed in bright sunlight, humid conditions, and windy way? Bright sunlight, the level of water will fall faster. In humid condition, the level of water will fall very slowly. On windy day, the level of water falls faster. Next, mention three adaptations found in plants to overcome the process mentioned in above. To reduce the rate of transpiration, the plants adapt certain modifications. The cuticle is very thick. The leaves are absent or reduced to spines. Stomata are covered by hair or stomata located in pits. Next, question number 7. During a street fight between two individuals, mention the effects on the following organs by the autonomous nervous system in the table given below. Organ, heart, sympathetic system or parasympathetic system এ কি হয়? Heart, sympathetic system beats faster, parasympathetic system returns to normal. Organটা হলো pupil of the eye, sympathetic system dilates, parasympathetic system constricts. Organ is salivary gland, sympathetic system stimulates, parasympathetic system inhibits. এবার four activities of the Red Cross. This question is no more there in the syllabus. Next, Next questions: antiseptic, boric acid, disinfectant, Lysol. এবার erythrocytes function transport respiratory gases, leukocytes function produce antibodies and protect the body from disease causing germs. Guttation, warm but humid weather and loss transpiration. Bleeding in plant, injury in the cells of the plant. NADP হচ্ছে নাইকোটেনামাইড অ্যাডেনাইন ডাইনিউক্লিওটাইড ফসফেট, আর এইডস এর ফুল ফর্ম অ্যাকোয়ার্ড ইমিউনোডেফিসিয়েন্সি সিন্ড্রোম। এনএডিপি নাইকোটেনামাইড অ্যাডেনাইন ডাইনিউক্লিওটাইড ফসফেট and acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Monohybrid cross, phenotypic ratio of F2 generation. Question is monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross difference phenotypic ratio. On the basis of phenotypic ratio, monohybrid cross phenotypic ratio of F2 generation 3 is to 1, 3 is dominant, 1 is recessive. Dihybrid cross is phenotypic ratio of F2 generation is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. 9 is dominant, 3 is new combination, 3 is new combination, 1 is recessive. Next, biology, ICC 2010. ICC 2010. The type of cell division which occurs in the cells of reproductive organs, meiosis. A plant with sunken stomata, nerium. A foreign body that induces the formation of antibodies in the body, antigen. Nah. A foreign body that induces the formation of antibodies in the body, hormones. Sorry, the first question is name the type of cell division which occurs in the cells of the reproductive organs, meiosis. A plant with sunken stomata, nerium. Next question, the foreign body that induces formation of antibodies in the body, antigen. Next question, the place where fertilization occurs in female reproductive system, fallopian tube. An organization that looks after. No, this question is no more there in the syllabus. Next question, state whether the following statements are true or false. Um, I'll read the correct ones only, not the false ones. Vasectomy is the surgical method of sterilization in males. Next question is mitosis is the type of cell division occurring in the cells of injured parts of the body. This is true. Next question, uh, photolysis is the process of splitting of water molecules in the presence of grana and light. Photolysis is the process of splitting of water molecules in the presence of grana and light. Next, number 4. Dilation of the pupil is brought about by the sympathetic nervous system. True. Next, chromosomes and other than the pair of sex chromosomes are called alleles. False. It's called chromosomes other than the pair of sex chromosomes is called autosomes. Next, given below are 5 sets of 5 terms. In each of the case, rewrite the terms in logical sequence. Mm, ovary, oviduct, uterus, cervix, vagina. Ovary, oviduct, uterus, cervix, vagina. Receptor, sensory neuron, association neuron, motor neuron, effector. Receptor, sensory neuron, association neuron, motor neuron, effector. Cornea, aqueous humor, pupil, lens, yellow spot. Xylem, mesophyll cells, intercellular space, substomatal space, stoma. Next, xylem, mesophyll cells, intercellular space, substomatal space, stoma. Next, soil, water, root hair, cortical cells, endodermis, xylem. Soil, water, root hair, cortical cells, endodermis, xylem. Next, there are 5 set of consisting of 5 terms given below. In each set, there is a word having which is odd one out. So, I am reading the question. Find the odd one out. Cell wall, vacuole, centrosome, plastids, mitochondria. Answer is centrosome. Why? Rest of them are organelles of plant cell. Next, blinking, knitting without looking, smiling, blushing, crying. Which one is the odd one out? Knitting without looking, because rest of them are simple reflexes. Myopia, cataract, hypermetropia, squint, keratinism. Uh, all cretinism is the odd one out, and the category is eye defects. Next, Cowper's gland, urethral gland, lacrimal gland, seminal vesicle, prostate gland. Which one is the odd one out? Lacrimal gland, because the rest of them are male reproductive system. Next, vasopressin, growth hormone, TSH, ACTH, FSH. Category is anterior pituitary secreted. Odd one is vasopressin. Next, cresol, DDT, lime, mercurochrome, Bordeaux mixture. Odd one is mercurochrome, and category is rest of them are disinfectants. Choose the correct answer to the following statements out of three choices given after each statement. A point of contact between two neurons is termed as synapse. Next, loss of water as droplets from hydrothores is called guttation. Next, the technical term for the fertilized egg is zygote. Next, the photoreceptor cells of the retina sensitive to color are cones. Next, Salk's vaccine is used to build immunity against um poliomyelitis. Myelitis. Next, the figure given below is an experiment set up to study a psychological process in plants. Name the psychological process being studied. Physiological process being studied is photosynthesis. Explain the process. The process by which green plants manufacture glucose from carbon dioxide and water, which they get from atmosphere and soil respectively. What is the aim of the experiment? The aim of the experiment is to find out that oxygen is given out during photosynthesis. Give a well balanced equation to represent the process. 6CO2 plus 12H2O gives C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O. Given below is an example of certain structure and its special functional activity. Liposomes and protein synthesis, one similar pattern complete. The following: hypothalamus and control pituitary function, suspensory ligaments at and to hold lens in position, semicircular canal and balancing the body, mitochondria and release of energy, seminiferous tubules and spermatogenesis. Next, explain the following terms. Antibiotics. The chemical substance which are produced by a microorganism can stop growth of or kill another microorganism. Example is penicillin. Antiseptics, these are chemical substances which destroy some bacteria and prevent the growth of others. Antiseptics are used locally in contact of body tissues because they are mild and are harmless to the tissues they work upon. Examples of antiseptics: tincture, benzoic acid, boric acid, hydrogen peroxide, Dettol, and mercurochrome. Next, hormones. According to Celei, hormones are the psychological organic compounds produced by certain cells for the sole purpose of directing the activities to distant parts of the same origin. A hormone is defined as a chemical messenger secreted by an endocrine gland which reaches its destination by the bloodstream and which has the power of influencing the activity of other distant target organs. Next, diffusion. It is the process of movement of molecules of a substance from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration through the concentration gradient. Or diffusion can be divided as process of random movement of molecules of a substance from a region of high concentration to a region of lower concentration. Destarts plant. Now, what is destarts plants? Destart plant definition: the plant which has no starch in the leaves and the leaf remains yellowish brown when the leaf is tasted for photosynthesis with iodine solution. Next, question number 2. Given below is the outline of male reproductive system. Name the parts labeled 1 to 5. Seminal vesicle, prostate gland, urethra, sperm duct or vas deferens, testes. Next, name, state the function of the parts level 1 and 4. Part 1, its secretion mane seminal vesicle. Its secretion serves as a medium for the transportation of the sperms. Part 2, mane prostate gland, it carries the sperms. Next, ladies, name the cell of part 5. Part 5 mane testes that produce testosterone. Leydig cells or interstitial cells of part 5 produces testosterone. Why is the structure 5 present inside the body in the scrotal sac? The structure 5 is present outside the body in the scrotal sac because sperm is produced at 2 to 3 degrees centigrade lower than that of body temperature, so that when too hot the skin of scrotal sac looses and testes are away from the body, and when it is cold the skin contracts, uh, and the testes are closer to the body for warmth. Something is wrong in this answer, you need to check it from the book. I'm rereading it. uh, What is the structure 5 present outside the body in the scrotal sac? Why is the structure 5 mane testes present outside the body in the scrotal sacs? The structure 5 is present outside the body in the scrotal sac because sperms are produced at 2 to 3 degrees centigrade lower than that of body temperature. So when too hot, the skin of scrotal sac looses and testes are away from the body, and when it is too cold the skin contracts, এটা loses না হয় loosens হবে, and the skin contracts and the testes are closer to the body for warmth. Next, what is semen? The mixture of seminal vesicle secretios and sperms produce a milky fluid which is called semen. The mixture of seminal vesicles, secretios, and sperms produce a milky fluid called semen. Next, myopia and hypermetropia cause of defect. Myopia, lengthened of the eyeball from front to back. Hypermetropia, shortening of eyeball from front to back. Cerebrum, axons on the inner side and cytons on the outer side are present. Spinal cord, cytons mane gray matter on the inner side and axons on the outer side are present. Next, genotype. It is the genetic makeup of an organism. Phenotype. It is the physical appearance of an organism. Next, karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis, the division of nucleus during cell division, are called karyokinesis. The division of cytoplasm after karyokinesis is called cytokinesis. Light reaction, dark reaction difference. It takes place in the grana of chloroplast. Dark reaction, it takes place in the stroma of chloroplast. Next, state Mendel's law of dominance. Mendel's law of dominance: out of a pair of contrasting characters present together, only one is able to express itself while the other remains suppressed. Out of a pair of contrasting characters present together, only one is able to express itself while the other is suppressed. Pure tall plant and pure dwarf plant. Pure tall plant, capital T, small t, all tall. This is F1 generation and pure dwarf plant, pure tall plant, F2 generation. This has been drawn. Next, draw Punnett square. So this Punnett square has been drawn. Give the phenotype of the F2 generation. Phenotype of F2 generation: pure tall, hybrid tall, and pure dwarf. Genotype ratio of F1 generation: capital T, small t. Phenotype of F1 generation: all tall, hybrid. Phenotype ratio of F2 generation: 3 is to 1. Genotypic ratio of F2 generation: 1 is to 2 is to 1. Next question. Name any one X-linked disease found in humans. X-linked disease found in humans is hemophilia. Next. Explain the terms population density and natality. Population density, the sum of total number of individuals in a given geographic region at a specified period, is known as population density. Then it is the number of individuals in a unit area, such as per square kilometer. Natality is the number of live births per thousand people of population per year. Next, given below is a diagram of a double helical structure of DNA. Name the four nitrogenous bases that form a DNA molecule: adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. Give the full form of DNA: deoxyribonucleic acid. Name the unit of heredity: genes. Next, mention 2 points of difference between mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis occurs in somatic cells, produces two daughter cells. Meiosis occurs in reproductive cell. Meiosis produces four daughter cells. Next, draw a Venn diagram of a neuron showing the following parts: perikaryon, dendrites, axon, rod of Nanvier, myelin sheath. Uh, it has been drawn. Next, state the function of sensory neuron and motor neuron. Sensory neuron brings the impulse from receptor to the brain or spinal cord. Our motor neuron, it brings the impulse from brain or spinal cord to the effector. Next, what is a nerve made up of? A nerve is made up of a bundle of nerve fibers or axons. Next, given below is a diagram of our apparatus set up to study a very important psychological, physiological process. Name the process being studied: osmosis. Explain the process: the diffusion of water molecules through a semi-permeable membrane from a dilute solution to concentrated solution. Next, what change would you observe in the thistle funnel containing sugar solution after 10 minutes? After about 10 minutes, the sugar solution in the thistle funnel rises up. Next, is sugar solution hypertonic or hypotonic? Hypotonic. Name the part of the plant cell which is represented by sugar solution. Mm, a cell sap of root hair. Huh. Uh, Explain why much salt is added to pickles. The addition of much salt to pickle the water molecule drawn out of the germ cell by plasmolysis. Thus, pickle can be preserved for a long time. এবার name the process being studied, একটা ছবি আছে, osmosis. Explain the process: the diffusion of water molecules through a semi-permeable membrane from a dilute solution to the concentrated solution is called osmosis. What change would you observe in the thistle funnel containing sugar solutions after 10 minutes? After 10 minutes, the sugar solution in the thistle funnel rises up. Next, is the sugar solution hypertonic or hypotonic? Hypotonic. Name the part of the plant cell which is represented by sugar solution. Uh, Cell sap of root hair. Explain why much salt is added to pickles. The addition of much salt to pickle The water molecule drawn out of the germ cell by plasmolysis, thus fecal can be preserved for a long duration. Next, explain the following terms. Reflex action. Reflex action is an automatic, quick, and involuntary action in the body brought about by a stimulus. Reflexes are of two types: simple reflex and conditional reflex. Conditioned reflex. Ever vaccination is the practice of artificially injecting mild form of the germs, weakened germs, killed germs, or the toxins produced by the germs in the body for the development of resistance to diseases. Vaccination is the practice of artificially injecting mild form of germs, weakened germs, killed germs, or toxins produced by the germs into the body for the development of resistance to diseases. Turgidity, the state in which cell wall is fully stretched and cannot accommodate any more water, is turgidity. Bleeding in plants. In plants, direct flowing out of plant sap from any cut surface or from an injured part. In plants, direct flowing out of plant sap from any cut surface or from an injured part. Cataract, the eye condition in which lens turns opaque and vision is cut down even to total blindness. Next, given below is the outline of human body showing the important glands. Name the glands: pituitary gland, thyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal gland, ovary. Name the hormone secreted by two, mane thyroid gland. Thyroxine. Function regulates the beta metabolism. Next, name the hormone secreted by two. Two is thyroid gland. The endocrine cells. The hormone secreted by two is thyroxine, mane thyroid gland function regulates the basal metabolism. Next, question number 3. Name the endocrine cells present in part 3. Part 3 mane pancreas. The endocrine cells present in pancreas is islet of Langerhans. Question number 4. Name the hormone secreted by part 4. The hormone secreted by part 4 is adrenal gland, and the hormone secreted by adrenal gland is adrenaline. Function: prepares body for an emergency situation. Next, give the biological or technical term for the following: cessation of menstruation in females, menopause, an eye defect in which cornea becomes uneven, astigmatism, the period of complete intrauterine development of the embryo, gestation, inflammation of meningitis, non-identical twins produced by the fertilization of two eggs, fraternal twins, membrane that protects the fetus and secretes a protective fluid, amnion, um, process of conversion of several molecules of glucose to one molecule of starch, polymerization, the photosensitive pigment present in the cone cells of the retina, rhodopsin, the fluid present in the anterior part in front of the eye lens, aqueous humor, extracts of toxins secreted by bacteria, toxoids. Next, given below is a diagram representing a stage between mitotic cell division in an animal cell. Identify the above stage. Give a reason to support your answer. The given stage is prophase of mitosis, cell division. In this, nuclear membrane and nucleolus disappear, sister chromatids attached to centromere. The centrosome starts moving towards the equator. This answer is also some technical grammatical mistake is there, and that's why no meaning can be found. But no meaning has come out of this entire answer. The answer doesn't have any meaning. The identify the above stage, give a reason to support your answer. The given stage is prophase of mitosis of cell division. In this nuclear membrane and nucleolus disappear. Sister chromatids attached to centromere. The centrosomes start moving towards the equator. Next, name the parts level 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts are aster, chromatids, centromere, spindle fibers. What is the function of part 3? মানে centromereর function. It is the point of attachment to the structure that pulls the chromatids to opposite ends of the cell during cell division. Name the stage that comes just after the stage shown in the diagram. Draw a well-labeled diagram of this stage. The stage that comes after the stage shown is metaphase. মেটাফেজের একটা ছবি এঁকেছে, ডুপ্লিকেটেড ক্রোমোজোমস, অ্যাস্টার, স্পিন্ডেল ফাইবার্স অ্যান্ড ক্রোম্যাটিডস। নেক্সট, account for the following. Wilted lettuce leaves become crisp, firm when placed in cold water for a while. Wilted lettuce leaves, when placed in cold water for a while, absorb water through endosmosis. The cells or leaves become turgid and thus become crisp or firm. Next question. Um, One feels blinded for a short time while coming out of a dark room. When we come out from a dark room, we feel dazzling effect for a very short period. It is called light adaptation. In this case, the diameter of pupil is reduced to allow less light to enter the eyes. Next question. The leaves of certain plants roll up on a bright sunny day. On a bright sunny day, due to transpiration, the cells of leaves lose water and thus cells lose their turgidity and so the leaves roll up. Next question. Question number 4. An alcoholic person walks unsteadily when drunk. The cerebellum, due to the effect of alcohol, is unable to coordinate muscular movements properly. Question number 5. Sleeping under a tree at night is not advisable. During night, plants only respire, taking in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide. The concentration of carbon dioxide increases plant surrounding atmosphere, which is harmful. Thus, sleeping under a tree at night is not advisable.